welcome back. Kev Bloke here, King of the Garage 2025 season. Thank you everyone for taking part. Hope you're well. Hope this finds you well. The quarterfinals you see are one and dones, and the semi-finals, final, King of the Garage, etc., etc. are the best of 3 car swapping lanes each time. You know that. Anyway, there we go. Ready to see how your picks get on this time. Here we go. Let's race. Yeah, anyway, there we go. Quarterfinals. Quarterfinal number 1, lane number 1, we have the Drift Attack. Lane 2, the Power Panel. Lane 3, the McLaren. Lane 4, popular pick of Plymouth. Hope it does well for you. Or maybe not. Winner goes to lane number 2, the Power Panel with its big wheels, probably helped. 1881 anyway. 1891 for the McLaren, 1915 for the Drift Attack, 1963 for the Plymouth. Quite so. Quarterfinal 2, lane number 1, the Toyota Van. Lane 2, the Popper Wheelie. Lane 3, the Charger Drift. Lane 4, the Limited Grip Regal Supervan, the Popper Wheelie. Anyway, there we go. Not that it does it any favours. Winner goes to lane number 3, that being the Charger Drift. And that records a time of 1828. 19 dead for the Limited Grip. Toyota Van 1920, 1985 for the Popper Wheelie. Quarterfinal number 3, lane number 1, we have the Alpha. Lane 2, the Lincoln. Lane 3, the El Camino. Lane 4, the Heavy Hitter Wrecker. Winner goes to lane number 1, that being the Alpha. Alpha records a time of 1829, Heavy Hitter 1856, El Camino 1877, Lincoln 1946. Final quarter-final, lane number 1, the Toon Pulse, lane 2, the Nomad, lane 3, the Koenigsegg, lane 4, the popular pick of the Rescue Duty, which is what I meant to say. All close, but lane 3 takes that, I'm afraid to say. That being the Koenigsegg with a 1845, 1847 for the Rescue Duty, just pipped to the post. Nomad 1909, Porsche 1924. Semi-finals. Semi-final 1, heat number 1, lane number 1, the Power Panel. Lane number 4, the Charger Drift. Winner goes to lane number 4, that being the Charger Drift, recording a time of 1827 and a 1866 for the Power Panel. Semi-final 1 heat number 2, lane 1 the Charger Drift, lane 4 the Power Panel. Yep, Charger Drift takes it again, this time in lane number 1, recording a time of 1815 and 1873 for the Power Panel. That means that the Charger Drift will go through to the final with a 2-0 victory. Semi-final 2, heat number 1, lane number 1, we have the Alpha. And lane 4 the Koenigsegg, Alpha GTV versus the Koenigsegg Gemera. Anyway, whatever they're called, the Alpha takes that in lane number 1. And that puts down a time of 1831. 1848 for the Koenigsegg in lane number 4. Semi-final 2, heat number 2, lane number 1 the Koenigsegg, lane number 2 the Alpha. Alpha takes that in lane number 4, 1828 and a 1850 for the Koenigsegg. All of which means that the Alpha will go to the final 2-0 victory where it will meet the Charger Drift. Third place playoff first of all. So in the playoff this time round, heat number 1, lane number 1, we have the Power Panel. Lane number 4, the Koenigsegg. Win for lane number 4, that being the Koenigsegg, with a 1853 and the Power Panel 1875. Heat number 2 of the playoffs then, lane number 1 the Koenigsegg, lane number 4 the Power Panel. Yep, win now for the Koenigsegg again, this time in lane number 1. That puts down a time 1841 and 1870 for the Power Panel. Which means, of course, that the Koenigsegg will take third place with a 2-0 victory. The final clap. Indeed. Heat number 1, lane number 1, the Charger Drift. Lane number 4, the Alpha GTV. Charger Drift takes that. Few of you picked Charger Drift, so fingers crossed. That records the time 1815. It's getting quicker. Alpha 1836. Heat number 2, lane swap. Lane 1 the Alpha, lane 4 Charger Drift. Yep, Charger Drift's not hanging around. Lane number 4, 1809, definitely getting quicker. And the Alpha with a 1833. I've probably worked it out, but the Charger Drift is our victor this time, winning the final with a 2-0 victory. Head over to the podium, see what it looks like this time around. So the podium for the 15th of January, first place the Charger Drift, 20 points. Second the Alpha, 10 points. Third place the Koenigsegg with 5. I don't think anyone picked the Alpha or the Koenigsegg. So there we go. Anyway, points table. As always, if you've gained any points, well done. Let's meet our current king. Here he is, the 67 Mustang, doing rather well at the moment, it has to be said. He's going to meet a challenge in the originally named King of the Garage Challenge. There we go. So the challenge this time comes in the form of the Charger Drift, but lane 1 and heat 1 is our reigning king. Lane 4 the Challenger, which is a Charger. That's nice and confusing, but anyway, there we go. Here we go. Yep, win there for the put your teeth in, the reigning king. Reigning king records a time of 1770 and the Challenger with a 1818. Heat number 2 then, lane number 1 we leave, what's the matter with me? We have the Challenger, lane 4 the reigning king. Reigning king has 1 win to its name. And the reigning king now has 2 wins to its name. And that records a time of 1769 and a 1827 for the Challenger. So that means that the reigning king will win the challenge with a 2-0 victory. Congratulations to the now 16 times King of the Garids, the 67 Mustang. Here's a preview of the cars coming up for the next King of the Garids. Usual mixed bag. Going with some older castings this time, so it could be fun. Could be a nightmare, who knows. Oh look, Charger Drift. What else have we got? Mustangs, Buicks, vans, trucks, as a usual mixed bag. Anyway, see you then. Thanks for watching.